Yep. What's good, people? Trying to get my dribble right. I shouldn't be doing this on camera. They already tripping for nothing. Good looking on that Razzcast interview. Freddie B, thank you. Good looking for watching it. Make sure you go give me a share. Share it with your friends. Share it on your social media sites. Can you do that for the dribble? Make sure y'all go to my podcast, man. It's booming over there. I'm at 17,000 downloads a week. Don't sound like much, but just getting started. Trying to get my dribble right. Just got done watching a nice movie with Martin Lawrence. With my son and shit. Martin was a basketball coach. He said my boy did that shit on the day. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Just caught me with my cables on for a minute. Boom, boom, boom. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get the notifications, man. I'm strapped. I got content coming from all corners of the globe. Good looking. He said looking like an episode of Paid in Full. No doubt. No doubt. No doubt. I see you. Why you don't want me to see you dance? Good evening, everybody. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Y'all follow me on IG at @IamGullyTV_. Brought y'all here tonight to talk about this situation. He said, I'm talking about, y'all know what you're talking about, man. You're talking about my Applejack. In here looking like Rerun. Looking like Fred Berry and shit. Going live tomorrow. 20 soldiers gone. Tag you in the gram. Going live tomorrow. 20 soldiers gone. Tag you. Oh, physical training. Oh, I need that, man. I need that. Make sure you record it and send it to me. I'll give you my email address. Record it and send it to me, man, so I can I play y'all on my channels. Matter of fact, I want to do a video with all of y'all and shit. I want y'all to send y'all exercise videos to gullytvboss@gmail. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the videos that I get, I'm gonna edit them all up and make us a video and put music behind it and make us a video. You got it? He said, I sent you the last one on your page. I appreciate you. 3,400 UTP was good, G. I'm just trying to get my dribble right. Hope y'all fucking with the content and shit. I've been lacing y'all. Podcast booming. PA Knits is booming. Yes, sir, indeed. THRU, what's good? Make sure y'all follow me on Twitter at Gully TV1. I'm tweeting. Black Twitter is cool. Black Twitter is popping again. Anyway, y'all share this live stream. I know it's you said that Cali run was official. I know it's the notification just not going out. That was some sucker shit they did to Brian Hood, thank you. That was some sucker shit they did to Gillie. He didn't do nothing. None of us is safe. If they doing shit like that, man, none of us is safe. Wiz no Gil didn't make me nothing by it. It was a joke. Nigga, the nigga do be working out in his underwear. It was a joke. They know Gil was joking about it. to restart his to terminate his Instagram page is just crazy though. He said that was Wiz fault. He called the boys on Gillie. I don't even know why he took that any type of way. Motherfucker, you is working out your draws, but it was a joke. It was a joke. It shouldn't have been taken like that. To the point where he would report things and shit. He said, when you went to DR, what part did you stay at? Oh, I stayed in the capital city and shit. What happened to long D-ball shorts and a beater? I don't know what you mean, pimp. Make sure y'all subscribe to my channel, man. Yeah, the situation with Gillie and Wiz Khalifa, that shit was crazy. That was crazy for them to terminate his page. Wiz know he be working out in Speedos. He said, what grown man says another man is bullying him? Apparently, you got people that's moving like that. He said, next time you gotta have Jack take you to Santo, where I'm from. I just said I was in the capital city, that's Santo Domingo. Gillie just got a simple nigga wake-up call. He said, just saying we used to work out in that attire. He said, Gillie been a cornball. It was a joke. Dre said, Wiz took it far. It wasn't that real. Exactly, man. He didn't mean nothing by that. He do be working out in some questionable shorts. He be working out in satin boxer briefs. They look like biker shorts. He be working out in biker shorts. Wiz a cultural icon. Gillie a street punk compared to Khalifa. Ken Intelligence said, don't hesitate. Them LP, NOP boys ain't no joke. Dre, what's up with you, pimp? I ain't seen you and shit. I see you rocking the beard and shit. Yeah, man. Wiz working out some satin boxer briefs, man. He said, Wiz too emotional. You better be careful before you get your channel clapped. I ain't do nothing. Gil didn't do nothing for real, but hey, man. That's crazy. That's crazy because he didn't even say Wiz's name. He did say Wiz's name. Fuck with y'all. Gillie basically doing internet threats saying, I can't wait to see you again. He probably shouldn't have said that. I don't think he meant it in a threatening manner. He meant it as if, wait until I see you in person. I can't wait to look in your face. I can't believe that this happened. NGS getting way too funny style for my liking. What's NGS? Oh, Niggs. Wiz gonna put that karate on Gillie. Gillie gotta handle Leak Moss and King Erner. Gil don't want that. He don't want them. The niggas a little rougher than Gil. Wiz is washed. And then videos talking about see ya. What keep that fit for ladies, not Jim? He was saying see ya as in he don't entertain negative energy and shit. He said that's an apple hat or a tan. It's an Applejack. This is Fred Berry. This is a rerun. It's not. He said, you look like you gonna make a great pizza. I ain't wore this hat. I only wore it one time a couple years ago, and I seen it on my shelf earlier up there. I'm gonna throw this joint on today, because it don't be getting no airtime. Wiz is showboating his body like an MMA fighter does. He not harming folks. Gillie mad he built like a ketchup packet. He said Gillie don't want that type problems. Thank you. Yeah, but fellas, and John Stockton shorts been since Allen Iverson started bigger shorts. John Stockton shorts didn't look like Wiz shorts. Wiz really got drawers on. Nigga got on satin drawers, man. Dude, John Wiggins, I hear you, man. I'm trying to get my dribble right, man. At some point, I'm gonna get it together, though. Trust me. Gillie is known to have hands. Is that right? This ain't a fighting situation. They shouldn't be on fighting terms. It was jokes. He said Gully got that drip on today. I ain't from the drip era. I'm from the splash era. I'm a splashosaurus. I ain't from the drip era. Dripping just wouldn't be sufficient. So, yeah. Gillie ain't gonna reach for where you don't see Fab, East, or Jim wearing Speedos. Shit, Wiz tripping. He said, boy, working out in ethical draws online. If he was working out by himself, it would be different. Some of them MMA gyms, I've been in one. I worked out in one. Some of them MMA gyms, they work out with the heat on and shit. They had a heat on in the gym. They had a heat turned up to 90 degrees. Everybody in there be dripping sweat. So, and you be seeing niggas with them little ass shorts on and shit. I think that's the type of gym Wiz be in one of them MMA joints. He said went from fitted hat and J's to Crocs and satin briefs. I like Crocs. Gully, the way you interact with the live chat is effortless. It's dope how you make it inclusive with the audience. Out of all the YouTubers, you do that the best. Y'all my favorite. Y'all my fellow dribblers. Y'all part of the dribble nation. We have to fellowship. So there's no need to not include everyone. This is a cipher. Come on in here with some positive energy and let's get it going. He said, I ain't seen live in a minute. I give you a live stream in between time, man. I try to hit y'all with real content. Y'all fucking with it? Y'all fucking with it? Y'all fucking with the content? Shout out to the editing. Y'all see that high performance editing? Ken Intelligent has a new jingle. He said, don't hesitate to donate. I like that. Wiz fans by themselves could easily get Gillie page taken down. They can. I don't think Wiz did it. I think his fan base probably did it. Peace, Gully. Oh, no, what's good? My man from Texas. See, I know where you from. You from Texas, right? You just ordered my autographed book. Did you enjoy the book? See, we on first name basis right now. We on first name basis. Chicken, what's good? Is that the same Jay-Z had? It ain't nothing but a Gucci link. This is the first significant cable I ever had. I got one when I was like 15. And I just wanted to run it back one time. You know what I mean? Roll call. What cities is in here? What cities is in the building? He said they're asking about the 7. What you want to know about the 7? What you want to know about the 7? I done been on this platform with my arms out, and y'all see my tattoos. I got the same thing that's hanging around my neck. I got it tattooed on me for 20 years. Dallas, Savannah, Jersey, Newark, out in Gilmore. What's up, my G? Tampa, Philly, Drizzy, Patterson, New Jersey. Are you fasting? Nah, I didn't fast today. I'm trying to heal up and shit from the burpees. Keeping it real with you, them chains and pieces, especially 7 God. You fucked that all up. Slow down, baby. North Philly, Harlem, Long Island, Sacramento, Staten Island, Queens, Little Haiti. Where's Little Haiti? What's that? Miami? Little Haiti, where y'all at? Newburgh. Shout out to Newburgh. Newburgh is popping. Yeah. Newburgh is popping. Are you going to interview Kid Creole? I interviewed him the other day. His name is Positive K. Nah. Kid Creole in the penitentiary, man. He got found guilty. He's probably on Rikers Island or some shit. He said that's what MMA fighters work out in, weirdos. I just told them that Wiz might be training in an MMA studio. I've been in these gyms before. Them studios, the MMA fighters train under heated conditions. If you ever been to an MMA gym, in the summertime, it could be 90 degrees outside. When you go in the gym, it's going to be 90, 95. You get a good sweat, man. It's like being in a sweat lodge. I don't know if anybody ever been in a sweat lodge before. What do you think about Dwayne Haskins hit and run? I don't got the details. You the first person that told me it was a hit and run. If it was a hit and run, he's very, very high profile. They're going to pursue that case. But I was saying to myself while crossing a busy intersection about a month ago, how can an adult get hit by a car? Because this is what I was saying. Because I don't wait for, I'm from the East Coast. I'm very impatient. I don't wait for stoplights and shit. I run across the street. I jaywalk. First time I did it in Los Angeles, they knew I was from out of town. They don't jaywalk in LA. I was on like by the Staples Center. The light changed, everybody stopped. I had somewhere to be and shit. I'm in the street like Frogger and shit. They don't do that in LA and shit. But anyway, I was saying, getting back to Haskins, it don't take you to be reckless walking. It could be a reckless driver. He said, facts, we jaywalk in Cincy. Hell yeah. My man said crosswalks in Cali. I crossed the street in Los Angeles in the middle of the block. They was looking like, it was like you could hear a pin drop. Everybody was like, what the fuck is going on? My man was like, yo, you can't do that. I'm like, what the fuck is you talking about? You can't jaywalk, man. You got to wait for the light to change. I'm like, serious? Is this a law? I don't know if they'll book you for it, but I don't do that shit. He said East Coast always in a rush. He said Frogger, 80s baby. He said facts, that's how they knew I was from New York when I was in Cali. He said they cursed you out for that in Cali. They did cuss me out. They're like, man, what the fuck is you doing? I'm like, you serious? Life is too short to be at stoplights. Life is too short to be at stoplights. Anything that impedes your progress, I'm so impatient. I take a lot of right-hand turns. I don't stop. Motherfucker to be driving with me, they be like, man, you surgical with your driving and shit. I ain't got no time to be stopped. Before I stop at a light, I'm taking a right turn. I'm not stopping at a light. He said, I don't think it was a driver. He was out there with the football team. He was doing a morning run, workout, got to run towards oncoming traffic so you can see too many distracted drivers. He said, they booked me by the L.A. County Jail. He said, you killed the Frogger reference. That's what it is. Don't jaywalk in L.A. It's like a crime. My man say I run red lights. I never stop at yellow lights either. Yellow mean go. Yellow mean go, man. Police officer told me one time. They said, "Hey, man, yellow don't mean speed up. Yellow don't mean hit the gas, sir. You gotta slow down, man. Like yellow means yield, basically, and shit." I said, "Man, I got some place to be, man. I gotta piss, my nigga. I gotta piss." They like, all right. Only 24 years old. Rest in peace. Yellow means proceed with caution. Not to black people. Should not be a ticket or something in LA. They can arrest you for that. They can arrest you for it. They'll be being petty. If they pull me up, I'm gonna tell them, fam, I'm from the East Coast. I ain't never been out here, man. I'm afraid of the gangs and shit like that. I don't want to stand at the stoplight if anything happen to me, man. I got someplace to be. Will got banned for 10 years. Chris Watt won a cool meal. The financial situation, he gonna get taken care of. Don't nobody give a fuck about them people award ceremonies. Will Smith got 10 years to cultivate his own award ceremony. Will Smith's still great. We not against him. It seemed like his woman ain't all the way on his side, but we not against him. We on the Fresh Prince side. Yellow and green light is the same, especially if you from the Northeast. Facts. He said the dribble looked like new money in that original Rolls Royce. Man, I done been in several Rolls Royce. Sean Branch had me in the Ghost. Rhodey Mack had me in the 80s joint. I was most impressed by Rhodey Mack joint, the 80s joint with the wheel on the right. And Ray Virgil, he got the Ghost. He got the big Ghost too. He got a newer one. Got my beat studio buzz for the birthday sessions at the truck stops. I'm ready. That's what's up, baby. Gilly silly, you heard Mike Tyson saying Gully TV? I heard that. He need to put Jada on the end of the bench. Marriage ain't what's up. Don't get married. Don't get married. If you get married, give her your name. Bitch, you and Lindsey now. Just give her your name. You don't gotta abide by these laws. These people talking about you gotta go get married and all this weird shit. If that's your bitch, put some ice on her. That's your John. That's the end of it. You don't need a ceremony. You just want to have a party or something. You know, motherfuckers like wedding receptions. Just throw you a reception. Been watching your podcast. They fire. I enjoy them. The dribble be slaying. Thank you. I gotta share this with y'all. Y'all know I'm crazy about the Lakers. I'm a Laker fanatic. I'm a Laker historian. That's my squad, right? I be watching that series, Showtime, the Lakers series on HBO Max. Best show on TV. Best show on TV. It's gonna hold us over into the new season of BMF, right? After Showtime went off, the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar documentary came on. Now I understand him a whole lot better after seeing this documentary. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is a soldier. He's the truth. The way that he act, the austerity, he got a right to act like that. He can do that. He can say what he wants to whoever. He can be critical of people if he want. He can. You know why? Because he's always been right. What I mean by that is he always stood for what's right under all circumstances. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar told them people, man, fuck y'all Olympics. Motherfuck y'all Olympics. Like he'd been bucking the system and doing shit to these people, right? This is real talk. That's why in the real world, in our world, in the Gully TV world, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and athletes like him should be promoted. They try to force feed us Michael Jordan. We got to find out about Kareem and his greatness on our own. Everybody screaming, I want to be like Mike, for what? For what? Kareem even had more points than him. Think about it. I took this issue to Kurt Bone, and Kurt Bone was like, "Oh yeah, Slim, you don't know about Kareem? Kareem was, Kareem was a black sheep, man. Kareem bucked at them people, man. He said that's why they give y'all Michael Jordan, Slim." Kurt Bone told me that. That made a lot of fucking sense. You got to go watch this documentary about him. What's funny in this documentary, some of the only times you seen him smiling is when he was with Bruce Lee. Very intelligent, went to school, graduated 4 years. I think he graduated with a degree in history. Very, very, very intelligent, man. Them niggas is different, man. Them niggas is different. The way he moved. When y'all go look at, he said he lived on 145th Street. Yeah, he spent a lot of time in Harlem and shit. He said that he was from Manhattan and shit. He said in order for him to get, to get his boogie on and shit, he used to have to go uptown. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar his documentary takes you to the real Rucker Park. He take you to the real Rucker Park, man. He's a real New York City nigga, man. Like, they don't even promote that. They don't even promote that. When people talk about the greatest basketball players in New York City, they don't talk about Kareem. Kareem's name should be first. Kareem's name should be first. His name should be first. The way that he act in the fucking in that series, you know how he shunned Magic Johnson and shit, like he kept him at a distance. This is because Kareem is of that civil rights generation when they serious. Magic Johnson come along smiling and shit like that. And he told him, man, you got to carry yourself with some fucking respect and shit, fam. Like, you got, man, listen, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, one of the real greats. He said he's a philosopher, all of that. That documentary changed my life, made me want to be more intelligent, made me want to read more books, and made me want to study a more vast field of, knowledges and shit. Kareem. He said Spike Lee don't promote it either. Kareem was so bad. Kareem was so bad. Hey, yo. Kareem was so bad in college basketball, they outlawed the slam dunk. They told the nigga he couldn't dunk no more. They told the nigga he couldn't dunk. Hey, yo. They had this summit, and it was called the Cleveland Summit. Y'all need to know about this because I wasn't hip. The Cleveland Summit is when Muhammad Ali said that he wasn't going to the fucking service, right? All of them badass niggas was with him. All of them badass niggas was with him. Jackie Robinson, Jim Brown, Kareem, all of the big name athletes of the time. Hey, yo, they don't be telling people about that shit, yo. Straight up. Straight up. And when you watch this documentary, when you see niggas like Dr. J, and Dr. J is the man. When you see Dr. J on there paying homage, you like, man, they outlawed the slam dunk. And it seemed like they did it to neutralize Kareem. He said, I'm glad you could promote intelligence and a black man being smart. He said, they got a monumental photo out here of them at that summit. I need that picture, man. I need that picture. That picture is powerful. We was supposed to have been taught about that in school and shit. They don't want niggas to know about that. Them niggas, they came and stood with Muhammad Ali. These niggas, these athletes now, they don't got that type of cohesion. You seen Jim Brown and them niggas sitting at the table looking like gangsters. Hey, yo. Jackie Robinson told Kareem to go to UCLA because the South is racist. Kareem was the #1 college athlete in the world. He was the #1 high school player in the nation. He could have went to any school in the United States, full ride. Jackie Robinson wrote him a personal letter, told him, yo, go to UCLA, shorty, man. They ain't on it out there. That was dope. And I thought it was dope that Will Chamberlain had him under the wing. Everybody was somebody's little man at some point in time. I'm looking at that shit. Magic was Kareem's little man. Kareem was Wilt Chamberlain's little man. Wilt Chamberlain was letting Kareem roll with him when he was in high school. That's crazy. That's crazy as hell. That's crazy as hell, yo. He said Kareem is the best ever to do it. He said he worked on that fucking hook shot, man. He said they told him, man, yo, you tall, kid. When he was a shorty, they said, you tall. You should work on a hook shot. Can't nobody block it. That nigga worked on that shit to the point. He said he would jump 8 feet. He said, I knew that if I jumped 8 feet off the ground, I could just throw it down in there. That's what he was doing. Does LeBron James passing him on the list mean anything? Kareem recently was critical of LeBron James, and I believe he said something to LeBron James in the regards of, you don't be doing enough. I don't know whether he's talking about on the basketball court in real life, but Kareem could be critical of him. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas set the bar, man. He could be critical of him. He's a ball player and shit. He said, don't forget, Malcolm talked to Kareem too. They talk about that murder. The Black Mafia killed a bunch of Muslims in a house that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar owned. He talked about it on a documentary. They asked him about it. He said the leader of his the Muslim sect that he was a part of, the leader was a former member of the Nation of Islam. He left and he started talking shit. Kareem was like, homeboy, he said some things. He was being disrespectful to the black Muslims, and they came for him. Kareem apologized to LeBron recently for his statement. Yeah, I heard that. Kareem was better than Shaq. No. That's the only thing I got with him. I said he was the best player in New York City. I didn't say he's the greatest center of all time. That would belong to Shaquille O'Neal. That would belong to the Diesel. What's the documentary called? It's called One of Something. The title of it describes his individualism. Wilt said he would have overpowered Kareem. Let me get back to that. Wilt had Kareem under the wing. He didn't start hating on him until Kareem started passing all of them niggas up. Till Kareem started passing Elvin Hayes and Wilt and all of them, Havlicek. He started passing all of them niggas up. So they're not friends no more. Kareem's prime. Kareem played 20 years, I think. Homie, I ain't catch your name on the super chat. Let me see if I can pull it back. Black Play, I appreciate your super chat. Bill Russell better than Shaq. I say Shaq because none of them niggas could stick Shaq. That's the end of the story. I'm not saying them niggas wasn't gonna get theirs. Kareem them was probably gonna get theirs too, but them niggas never dealt with no 300-pound 7-footer and shit. That's some different. Minority of one. The documentary is called Minority of One. He said you could not stop a prime Shaq, period. Not at all. He said Oakley did. None of them niggas did. He said Shaq couldn't check Hakeem. I didn't say that. I said none of them niggas could stop Shaq. My man said Olajuwon better than Shaq. We're going to play this back again. Akeem Olajuwon faced Shaquille O'Neal in the NBA Finals when Shaq was a rookie, I believe. If he wasn't a rookie, it was his second year in the league. Whatever the case, he was 21 years old. Hakeem Olajuwon was 32. Akeem Olajuwon was 32 when he was when him and Shaq went up against each other. What's Shaq gonna do with a grown ass man? What's Shaq gonna do with a grown ass man been battling Patrick Ewing for the last 10 years? Nothing. Can't do nothing with him. He said he schooled and you know what? That was baby Shaq he got a hold of, right? Shaq tortured them niggas. Shaq tortured them niggas for the rest of his career. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you get the notifications. My man said, I repeat, Shaq was unstoppable. He said Rodman held Shaq to 0 points and a half. None of them people y'all name is better than Shaq. Ben Wallace had Shaq in check. Ben Wallace put up a hell of a fight. He took Shaq to war. But let's not act like he didn't have Rasheed Wallace helping him. He had Rasheed Wallace helping him, and he had somebody else helping him too. Don't do that. That's my squad you talking about. He had Sheed. She's a 7-footer too. He said Cliff Robinson. See? All them niggas get busy. He said Sabonis. Shaq destroyed Sabonis. Man, get the fuck. Every center that came to the league, they sicked him on Shaq and he got dogged. Yao Ming. People was cheering for Yao. Shaq started torturing that nigga, yo. Don't forget, Shaquille was a bully in his prime. I don't know what NBA y'all was. Don't y'all remember Shaq was slapping niggas and shit like that? Shaquille O'Neal was fine for slapping a player before. Y'all know that? A center. He said those guys didn't stand for Ali. They was there to talk Ali into breaking his protest. That picture is dope but misleading. Okay. Tim, I appreciate your super chat. He said, now streaming Spotify, Gully TV. Thank you. Boom, 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 boom. Hakeem used to punish Shaq. Again, look at their age difference in the story. That tell the story. Land Hustle TV came from a different era. Don't even count. Exactly. He said they both used to get theirs. Let me ask you this. If you was drafting a center, who would you take? Shaquille O'Neal or Hakeem Olajuwon? End of story. He said Hakeem was one of the only players I ever seen with no holes in his game. Shaq. Exactly. Shaq. He said Kevin Duckworth. Rest in peace, Kevin Duckworth. He's dead. He's deceased. Everybody take a Shaq. One person pick Hakeem. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you get the notifications. Make sure y'all fucking with the podcast. If you're not, you missing out. I got different content over there that don't be over here. Go over there and get busy. He said Roy Tarpley. We need to have a versus battle, Mob D versus 8-Ball and MJG. He said, it depends whatever year Hakeem Prime. They created a whole defense for Shaquille O'Neal. It's called the Whack-a-Shack. That was when they would throw the ball into Shaq in the post, and the other opposing team would maximize their fouls. They was bringing niggas off the bench. Come in here, burn your 5 fouls. Centers, come in here and let them foul you out. It was called the Whack-a-Shack. Shaquille O'Neal was invincible. They started the Whack-a-Shack shit, and it didn't even work. Every time they did the Whack-a-Shack, the nigga went to the line and made the free throws. They stopped doing that shit. He said Hack-a-Shack. I ain't hip to what's going on with Jalen Green, pimp. He didn't smack D-Voss. He smacked Greg Ostertag. He said Greg Popovich created that. Didn't work. So you think Shaq would have won 3 rings without Kobe? Nah, I'm not saying that. Shaq left and Kobe continued to win championships. I'm not saying that. I just know that he was the most dominant player of his generation. Dominant, that means unstoppable. He's at the top of the scouting report. He said, you know damn well Shaq was garbage at free throw shooting. The hack of Shaq didn't work. He always made the freebies. Shaq left and won. Subscribe to the channel. Good evening, everybody. I appreciate y'all for coming through. Gilly the Kids page terminated unjustly. The censorship on Instagram don't make no sense. He said, don't act like Shaq didn't win without Kobe. LA was winning when Kobe got there and shit. We had another Kobe-type player before him by the name of Eddie Jones. Gilly is weak, and Wiz Khalifa been training in MMA. When Wiz sees Gilly, he gonna knock him out. Eddie Jones is fire, all-star. Eddie took Kobe under the wing. They got pictures of young Kobe Bryant and Eddie Jones on the same team. He said Eddie Jones ain't no Kobe. He was a Kobe for the Lakers. Did the same shit. He said, man, we wasn't winning no chip with Eddie Jones. Timmy, I appreciate you. Appreciate your super chat. NYC ready. He said he was a much better shooter than Kobe. I don't know about that. I was right when they got rid of Eddie for Kobe, but I was wrong. Gully, does the East Coast have love for 8-Ball and MJG? Of course. 8-Ball and MJG was on May's debut album. You know that, right? You know that, right? That squad with Eddie Jones and Nick Van Axel would have won with Phil Jackson at coach. Eddie was above average, but an insult to compare him to Kobe. The new episode come out tonight. Are you surprised that they don't give Shaq his props? They gave him his props when he was playing. They gave him his props when he was playing. On nights when they went off, Kobe and Shaq would have 30 apiece. They might have 34 apiece. 35 is one might have 32, the other one might have 37. They would take turns doing that shit. In 96, 97, Eddie Jones was better than Kobe Bryant. Kobe was still sharpening his sword by 98. He was becoming the Kobe we know. I remember when Kobe shot them air balls. Y'all remember that? I think he shot them air balls against Utah in the playoffs. He said, facts. He said, in Utah. Exactly. I was heard about that. He said 3 air balls back to back. Do anybody remember when Phil came and said first thing he gonna do is get Shaq into shape? The rest is history. Shaq got finals MVPs in LA. Raja Bell used to have Kobe's number. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Bonzi Wells. Kobe used to have problems with Bonzi Wells. Bonzi Wells used to back shit. I'm a Laker fan. Bonzi Wells used to back Kobe down. Bonzi Wells is kind of fat, kind of chubby and shit. They used to throw the ball in the post to him. You couldn't stop him. Bonzi Wells is a scoring machine in Portland. With the headband. He said, you think Sean Kemp got the respect he deserved? Yeah, he just got fat and out of shape. Allen Iverson and Kobe had the best battles. He said Raja Bell. He said that Portland team was loaded. Bonzi was a nightmare matchup. I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm a Laker fan. We couldn't stop him, man. He scored. He just scored and scored and scored. At no point could we stop this boy from scoring. And they had J.R. Ryder. Them niggas was doing what they want pretty much. Lakers, we was down to them niggas 15 points in the fourth quarter. It was over. They was beating us to death. One of the greatest comebacks in history was capped off by that alley-oop. He said Bonzi was the truth. He said we didn't know what Brandon Roy was. He stayed hurt. Bonzi, Rasheed, Damon Stoudemire, Dale Davis, Steve Smith. Woo! That's a lot of firepower, man. Pippen. Yep. He said that Pippen was on that. Young Jermaine O'Neal, Sabonis. He said, yeah, they had a squad. We bust that ass. Subscribe to the channel. He said Bonzi was a dog. That's one of the only people I remember Kobe having some problems with. Wasn't nobody stopping him from scoring. Stacey Augman. He said until Kobe threw that alley to Shaq. He said they cheated Pippen on them free throws. 15-point lead in the fourth, man. They lost. You don't get 15 points at the line. He said, we showing our age. I'm a Laker fan. He said Shaq hated Kobe at that time. I believe that alley-oop sealed their relationship. If they ever had any problems, they was good after the alley-oop until later on when they had their little fallout and shit. But that alley-oop meant something between them niggas, yo. That alley-oop was one of these. Shaq told him, and he spent off, dude. Timing, perfect lob. Threw that shit up. Shaq told him, he spent off of him. Boom. He said, who was scared, that Portland team or the Kings? The Kings. We was rumbling the Kings. Rick Fox and Doug Christie was rumbling. That King, he said Kings got cheated. No, they didn't. Robert Horry hit that shot. That Kings squad was one of the greatest NBA teams ever. They just, Horry hit that shot. Horry hit the shot, man. Big shot, Rob. Sniped their ass from up top. Weber is my favorite player of all time. The refs was rumbling. Land Hustle TV, I appreciate your super chat. It was Chris Webber. I name all them niggas. It was Michael Bibby, Peja Stojakovic, Chris Webber, Vlade Divac, Bobby Jackson, and Doug Christie. Maybe Lawrence Funderburk in between there somewhere. Them niggas are some shooting motherfuckers. Mike Bibby and Peja missed no jumpers the whole series until Peja shot that air ball. Peja was a better shooter than Kobe at the time. Peja was firing Kobe ass up a little bit. Hey, yo. Peja was like one of the top guards in the league, maybe like the top. It might have been out of him and Kobe, the top two guards in the league that year. Peja wasn't scared. Hedo Turkoglu. That's when they first came in the league. They was on the same team together. Turkoglu was coming off the bench. He says Hedo was scary. That's where he made his name before he went to Orlando. Listen, this how you know Chris Webber. Chris Webber used to be playing center and shit. They might have put it on the fucking on the lineup that Vlade Divac was playing center. Vlade wasn't playing no goddamn center. Chris Webber was playing center. Chris Webber was problems. That was his best years in the NBA. That was his MVP seasons and shit like that. He said Divac had dimes. Yeah. He used to be flopping too. Vlade, the reason that they started that rule, that flopping, you get fined for that shit. Vladi Divas. Then they had Bobby Jackson off the bench. That's a 20-point score off the bench. Webb had handlebars in the paint. Facts. They gave the Lakers problems. Appreciate y'all for coming through. We talking my favorite, my favorite flavor right now. Gilly the Kid's Instagram page. His IG followers skyrocketed right back up. His IG page was terminated unjustly about a joke. All because he told Wiz not to work out in underwear. I would like to see that 2000 Portland team versus 2002 Kings. Shit, what happened? Gilly made a joke, and apparently IG suspended him for bullying. Did they have Speedy Claxton too? Nah. I'm about to get up out of here, man. I've been here an hour, man. I appreciate y'all for being here an hour with me. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you get the notifications. Follow my other page, Gully TV Sports. Subscribe over there. Make sure you fuck with the podcast. The podcast is life. Shout out to everybody with them PA knits. The burpee challenge resumes tomorrow. I'm about to get up out of here. Peace and blessings to the chat. 1.